This is Matrix Lord 212, and today is January 2nd, and I never really got to say how much I loved the Snowmen. Uh, you know, I must have watched it over 5 times. I'm watching it right now because somebody mentioned, uh, I think Sammy Carter said something about someone went on his channel and said something about a weeping angel in the Snowman, which I don't remember seeing it the 5 times I saw it, so. Right now, there it is. It's paused. I'm watching it a 6th time on my DVR. So, um, you know what? I really loved this episode because it had the familiarity. I can't even say the word. It was familiar in the sense that the Doctor was joined by good friends, Madame Vastra, Jenny, Strax, and it kind of linked the past to the present, meaning, without Amy and Rory, it was a welcome addition, definitely, to have Madame Vastra and Jenny and Strax. I loved the chemistry between all the characters together. I loved the comedy between Strax and the Doctor, and Strax and everyone. Strax really stole the show. I love how they said that the idea of Sherlock Holmes came from Madame Vastra's adventures with Jenny. I really, really liked that a lot. I thought it was great. I did like Richard E. Grant. I thought he was stone cold, pure villainy. I loved it. I loved even more the way the doctors taught us was on a cloud with the mystery of the staircase and the ladder. I really thought that was done beautifully for the children. I felt like a kid again watching it. It was so wonderful to see that. And beyond belief, Matt Smith and Jenna Louise Coleman, oh my God, the chemistry was absolutely off the charts. My girlfriend who never really seen Doctor Who. I let her watch The Snowman, and she absolutely loved the character of Clara and the Doctor together. I'm going to get her started with Series 1, and then later on she could watch the old episodes, but I want to get her started with Series 1, but she can't wait for the Series 7. The Snowman was a type of episode where you didn't need to watch all the other episodes. They briefly touched upon the fact that he lost his companions, and he was devastated, and he was like a Scrooge, and his friends were trying to get him out of it to be his old self, and it took Clara to do it, and I really loved the way they acted together. It was just beautiful. It was, I know some reason some people don't like the episode, and you know what? I made fun of the fact that the snowmen and stuff like that, but when I watched it, it was like, you know what? It worked because it was like, I was like a kid again. I mean, you didn't really pay attention too much to the fact that the snowman was silly because it was more of a menacing governess that was like an ice snowman that was better, and I really enjoyed the whole episode totally. I really, really loved that Ian McKellen was the voice of the Great Intelligence or whatever it is. And hopefully we get to see more about the Great Intelligence. But one thing I'm very curious about that from watching the Series 7 trailer is that they had monks that they said the girl twice dead. Now, if the monks are in the past, how would they know about her dying in the future? It seems to me that time, according to the monks, are like going. It doesn't matter if it's in the future or the past or the present because she died first in the future and then second in the past, and that's kind of interesting because that would mean like from the Doctor's timeline that he could just go anywhere and when and basically the first time she died was in the future. So that's kind of weird, don't you think? I mean, wouldn't you think the past happened first, then the present, then the future? But the way they make it sound, it's like time is open and everybody could see. I mean, unless I'm wrong, unless the monks are from the future, but it just seemed to me like the laws of time are out the window, don't you think? I mean, maybe there isn't any time. I don't know. I mean, no time laws, no time. Kind of weird, but the other fact that she just keeps dying and then she has a new body, that's kind of weird. I mean, we need a story arc, so that's great. That's great that we actually have a story arc again. I think that's what worked, Moffat. I think that's what works when you do that. I mean, Good Man Goes to War, Melody Pond. I mean, The Cracks. It works, and when you don't have it, it doesn't work. So I think definitely the story arc works. I thought that the title sequence was brilliant. The music was perfect for the Snowman episode. And I'm hoping that next Christmas special, next year, has what this one had. And that is the family element with the Doctor, where he is not alone. Okay? He is with Madame Vastra, Jenny, Strax, Clara. I mean, now Clara. But I'm hoping that a future Christmas special next year has someone familiar with the Doctor and not brand new. I think that past companions or River or Singing Towers or whatever they could, I think that the Christmas special needs to have that special something like End of Time also, where they had Rose, they had Martha, they had everybody. I mean, his family. I mean, this is Christmas past couple years to him has been very important to the Doctor. It is the one time that you get to see what he really wants to do, what he really wants to, who he wants to be with, who when his actual thoughts, and I thought that End of Time was brilliant, where it was he got to say goodbye to everyone, and it was great, and it worked, and I do like this episode, this Christmas episode. I thought it worked, where you had the connection of the past and the present. I mean, you had Madame Vastra and the group. I thought that worked 100%. What didn't work about the Snowmen? Well, the only thing I could say that didn't work is, I wasn't really crazy with the whole Richard E. Grant and like possessed type of thing. I thought that could have been handled better. It was kind of like, it wasn't really appealing to me. But I thought Richard E. Grant did an outstanding performance, especially when they have that stare down, and he's like, "You got 5 minutes." I mean, he gave the Doctor the respect and gave him his word. He says, "You know what? I'm giving you 5 minutes." And the Doctor, they're looking each other eye in the eye, not even killing each other, and it's like, and the Snowman just listened, and it was like, wow, I love that classic elegance, like the respect, like Sherlock Moriarty or something like that, which I'm going to get into, the Sherlock episode, was it the Ryback Falls? I got to pronounce it right. I want to make sure I pronounce it right, but that was phenomenal. I saw that last night. But anyway, I just, what? I just love the freaking Snowman episode. Now, next year, I really don't want to see, I want to see a good villain. I want to see something cool, I don't want to see something like the Snowmen again, or the Tree People, or whatever. I want to have something that's really, really, for the 50th anniversary. I mean, I know it's going to be technically after, but I want to see something really cool. So, here's the thing, too, Clara. I love her, man. I love her more than I love Amy Pond. Great job, man. Great job, Moffat. I mean, damn. Jenna Louise Coleman. Great performance. So, I'm going to finish watching The Snowman now for like the 6th time. And I'm going to try to really search and see where this angel is, because I really don't think it's in there. But then again, I have been wrong before, so I could be wrong again. But hats off to the whole crew that worked on Snowman. I mean, man, and I love that Victorian era. I love the costumes. I love that. The inside of the TARDIS blew me away. And the fact that she didn't say bigger on the inside, she's like small on the outside, that was great. Great. But there has been companions that asked about a kitchen, and I think that was like one of his first companions that asked that. So that's a first. Maybe it's just a first for the 11th Doctor. So, all right, I'm babbling now. So I can't wait for Series 7 Part 2. And I will be back here making a review of Sherlock Series 2, Episode 3, the final episode of Series 2. All right, talk to you later. Bye for now.